resize. So we get this thing. This thing goes in this thing. This thing. Doesn't have instructions. So this screws it out of this thing. Hello?
Hello there.
What's up?
Hello. What's going on?
Kind of straightening a little bit on.
I saw you're testing. Oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I went on YouTube. I'm just driving to work. I went on YouTube and I saw you were doing some testing on. What did you order?
I got a Rodecaster Pro 2 mixing board with pod mic.
Nice. That's some next level shit now.
Yeah.
Those are so good for just like managing all your like audio in and outputs.
I don't know
how much was it?
So when it plays the sound out of here, it comes out of here. So if I put my mic into these, alright, so now tell me if you can hear this in a second when the pads come up. I can do.
That's high quality. That's straight from the the output, you know.
Yeah.
It's like clear sound.
Let's see. If I talk into the mic, I'm going to get the stand here. Test, check. You hear that?
Yeah. I can hear the echo.
Yeah. Talk. I can change my voice if I go.
Test.
Oh yeah. Like a gnome.
This is the hottest conversation.
Oh shit. It works, but turn that. I think you still have the echo on the effect. So take the echo off and then use the other.
Well, you're probably hearing my actual voice through my mic at the same time you're hearing the headphones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can mute it. Yeah. That's probably what it is. Yeah.
Mixer is like 700. The mic's like 120, but I got the whole deal for like 800. So I got a free stand, free headphones, and a free cord, if you think of it that way.
Yeah, you left. I think you left an effect on it. It's a little bit.
Oh, buzzing? It's got a buzz with the.
Okay, no, I think it's fine. Say something.
I just took the headphones off of the. You
Yeah,
can't hear the mic now, see, you're hearing the mic in the background because it's really far away. You're like I'm in a stadium.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a 1960s baseball fucking announcement.
My friend from Kurdistan wants me to like start a nightclub and be a DJ because he wants one in our little town that nobody would even go to.
That would be good. You could have like a open mic and fucking strippers on Sunday. Surf and turf and strippers on Sunday. Friday, Saturday.
Once I get it hooked up to the PC, I can like add my own sound effects.
Oh yeah.
I just don't have auto-tune. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
But there's probably plugins and stuff that you can use. The Rodecaster has so many. Because my friend got, I think that's the same thing that my friend got like some time ago, and I was helping him trying to figure out how he can. There's something he couldn't figure out, but it was simple in the end, where like you monitor the sound in without having it go through the stream, so you can like monitor.
All right. Calm down, everyone. Calm down. I can do this. I can slide it down. I can fade it out.
I heard the crowd cheering. Yes.
Hanging out. Crickets.
That's just the best when someone says a shitty story. You need to download the the old school Howard Stern sound bit, like the last.
Who's hyping? Ah, shit. See, it's buzzing. Why's it doing that? This cord, the XLR cord they gave me was not good. It's got a lot of problems with it.
The auxiliary?
XLR? That's what it's called?
Oh, XLR, yeah. The mic, yeah.
I want to get one of those Shure SM7 DBs.
Those are good. Those are fucking good.
It's got the built-in cloud lifters thing.
Yeah, you're gonna have your videos are gonna sound so good now if you have like the Procaster, and then if you get a new microphone, it's gonna sound like it's like studio quality. How is there no nightclub in the area you live in? Like, you would think there would be at least one.
My town's too small, I guess.
Is it just bars then, that like a bar that'll stay open a little later?
I
There's
think we have a
also
bar. I don't know. I don't know where anybody gives.
some places require you to like it's harder to get a liquor license for a nightclub than it is for like a beer bar or whatever they call like a normal bar, like a pub. I'm on my way to work. I have to fire this summer employee, Russian summer employee.
I made a bookshelf tour video, but I made it with my phone because it's only camera. Well, I guess I get the GoPro out. It'll take a long time to edit, but now that I've added some new shelves, I've got a bunch of empty shelves. So I didn't really want to make a new bookshelf tour. So I filled up the shelves.
Yeah, you should do it. Is today your day off, Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mildred Monday. Ding, 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 ding.
I have to get this new Elden Ring update and play a little bit.
Yeah, Austin was talking about it. I've been reading the chat. I haven't talked to Austin in ages. I've been so busy at work now in the summer. I want to see him do some gold prospecting.
I don't understand how this microphone stand goes together. None of it makes sense. They don't give me any instructions.
What are you trying to do? Microphone mix in the microphone?
No, just the stand that it sits in. Stevie Boy wants to know what's up. Let's give him a round of applause.
It's like a standing ovation.
We got
That's a must-have, yeah.
we got some sound effects. This is fine for it.
What did you do for 4th of July?
Nothing. I don't get why people like 4th of July. Once you shoot like one firework and it's just like an hour of the same shit over and over again, like why people get into that?
Yeah, once you shoot the first one, after that, it's just money. It's just money burning in the air. They're so expensive over there, too. People spend like thousands, tens of thousands on them.
Blow it up.
On those big ass cannons.
Well, I've made the stand like this, but I've got these other pieces. Like this is for like holding the phone, maybe. This is for
Let me see on the thing.
Something. This curvy piece. What is this for? There's a little gold nugget. We got this. I unscrew it. I can go up and down. I can tighten it.
Oh yeah.
That's really all you need, right?
Yeah. Up and down. Oh my god. It's so hard to see on my phone on Discord.
Oh, these cords. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Cord management. Let me pass this underneath here. Oh, this is gonna be hard to do. Do I want to go underneath? Where do I want this to sit at? Put it here. It's right in the middle of the camera. Put it over here. It's right in front of my TV. Let's see if I put it here. Then I gotta sit like this whenever I talk. I'm not looking at the camera, so it needs to be kind of over here. Where's the Rodecaster supposed to sit?
Now, if you want, you could have, like, if you buy a new microphone, you could use the old microphone and, like, with a long auxiliary cord to your drum set or something. And if you want, you could just turn up the volume on that mic, and then you have, like, your drums or your guitar or your piano, like, always mic'd up in case you want to use it.
It'd be cooler if I could get the Shure mic, and then I have this mic on the other side of the desk, and then my Kurdish friend comes over and we do like a podcast, and he's over there.
Yeah. That's
camera
what you
on
need
him,
to do.
camera on me.
Like a secondary station where, like, there's a chair and, like, a mic stand, and that just sits there. Then he can sit down and be like, I'm all there.
Oh, we was talking about the funniest shit. I can't remember what we was talking about.
And you could, like, try new foods with him. That would be a good, like, podcast series where, like, you get, like, takeout somewhere, like fucking Red Lobster or whatever, and then have him try different things he hasn't tried.
He won't eat seafood or pork.
Yeah, now see, like, maybe like a Dairy Queen burger if he hasn't, like, had them.
Scarlet Solo. No days.
I just made it to work, so I'll be back at some point. I'll see if you're still on, figuring it out.
Alright.
Take it easy.
This whole thing to the left, and then this over here. Wait, this has got to screw into something. The microphone? What the hell is it going to screw into? The top of this? What? Oh, maybe that's what this is for. This doesn't look like it fits. This is like a reducer nut. Yeah, I don't really have anything to spend my money on. I kind of accumulated quite a bit of money. So, if I get a Shure microphone, then there's not really that much else I want for the rest of my life. So I don't really know like what I'm just gonna pay my house off, I guess. Okay, Paseo. QA passed number 2. Let's see. I do want to get like a RV. I can travel around, have a place to sleep. I have to get a hotel. This don't look right, but I'll try it. Barely even on there. Yeah, I feel like this is not right. I mean, it holds it, but it's all rattly. Hell yeah. Test, check.
Test, check. 1, 2, 3, check.
See, it's not plugged into the computer right now. I just got the headphones up against my other mic. What is this one? Probably got my real voice and fake voice at the same time.
Just do anything if I change it. Just like this.
Testing the pitch up. Testing.
Master effects,
What is the blue one for? Oh, it's for... Bluetooth, so I can like hook a Bluetooth mic up to this. I can rotate this thing. Yeah, you're hearing the monitor headset. Because the cord that goes to the PC is one of these USB-C types. I don't have a port on my PC for that yet. So I gotta order a adapter. But it gives you an idea of what it's gonna sound like. I already got a dog hair on my thing. Stupid dog. And then I had to get these new earphones because these ones, like this thing, just flippity floppity now. It won't even. It doesn't stay in place. Wish I could. I got a soldering iron. If I could take all my old Sony ear clips apart and like rebuild them with like wires that won't break, and instead of metal pieces use like, or instead of plastic use metal so they won't break. I don't know how to put like the fuzzy things on where the fuzz comes off. I need to stop drinking stuff in here because it's too much equipment. If it gets something spilt on it, it's going to be devastating. I'll never recover financially from this. So what's this kind of microphone for? Like just a regular stand-up comedian microphone? Just put it in there and it holds it. This thing's for. Alright. I guess that's it. I guess I'll go make something to eat now. And I don't know. Could play the Elden Ring thing later. I still need to play my new games. I've got Battlefield 2042 installed. I've got Madden 24 and Titanfall 2. I'll have to like uninstall one game to install one of those, I think, because I'm almost out of space. I need to get also memory card for this Rodecaster because it takes its own memory card. Because you can just record directly onto the board, even if you don't have it hooked up to PC. I guess that's good in case you're recording a podcast and hit the wrong button. You know, you don't lose it. Shadow of the Erd Tree, is that what we're looking for? 66 gigabytes. What's this got? Bonus. Blibbity blibbity blibbity. So what is there, some kind of dueling shield you can get now? I saw Asmongold was using the shield that I've been using, the fingerprint shield, and then he would just have like a sword that would automatically attack when you block or something. Maybe he was doing it. Just killed everything. Hoarfrost Stomp always pretty good. What kind of memory cards does this thing take? Rodecaster Pro 2 card. Micro SD. Huh. This says you don't need a cloud lifter for Rodecaster Pro 2. So maybe I wouldn't even have to get the SM7DB. You just get the regular SM7B. Save me $100. You gotta be careful not to get one of those Chinese knockoffs. Yeah, I'm thinking about rebringing the Supernatural Instinct back, but instead of, like, I don't remember how I did it before, where it was like a bunch of different random topics I would come up with during a week. You know how they have those iceberg pictures, where it's like, let's get into flat Earth, and there's like a little iceberg, and then there's like all this other weird shit underneath, and they have like different topics. So it'd be like iceberg sessions of Supernatural Instinct podcast, where we talk about one of those things at a time. We'll really deep dive into it. Maybe. I'd like to get on some other people's podcasts, like Ninjas or Butterflies, or Dogma Debate. I've got a whole like list of topics I want to debate them on. I've been writing down. I'm thinking about like asking to be a guest on there. Talk about trans people. Because what pisses me off, like, it's an atheist podcast, right? And all these atheist TV shows, like the Atheist Experience or whatever, and The Line, and they Talk Heathen, they all start asking for pronouns when they have people calling into their show. And it pisses everybody off. Like one guy called in the other day. He said his pronouns were attack helicopter, and they got all triggered real bad. And like everybody's just kind of fed up with them. I feel like. So it's like when the Atheist Plus thing came out. There's a bunch of people that wanted to include like LGBTQ stuff with the atheist stuff, because if you don't believe in God, then there's no reason you should be against gay people or something. And a lot of people got pissed off, and it kind of made everybody mad. But the thing about it, if somebody says you're trans, right? Atheists always say, if you say you believe in God, you should have to show evidence, and you don't just believe you automatically. But when it comes to trans people, there's no way to prove if they really do believe that they're trans or not. They just believe them automatically. They're not asking for evidence. There's no way to prove it. So it's like, why is this one thing you're giving them a pass on? You just accept it because it's self-ID. But we're finding out now that there's all these people that are not even, like, have you seen the gay pride parade videos from this year? It's like a bunch of not gay people showed up, and they're all nudists, and they're just like in front of a bunch of kids, and they're naked, and they're like, I'm just here to support the gay community. I'm not gay. I just like being naked, and people should educate their kids about nudity and all this stuff. And all the gay people were like, this is not us. We're not a bunch of pedos. It's like the LGBT all want to like separate. The gay people don't want to be part of the trans stuff, and the whole drag queen story hour thing is a whole separate thing. It's crazy. Yeah, there's autogynephiles, people that get turned on by themselves when they're dressed up as a woman. That's a whole thing. So a lot of them are not even real trans. They're just like, they get turned on by everybody looking at them like they're a freak. They like that for some reason. Like drag queens. Like, what is the point of drag queens? I never understood that. Why does everybody like this RuPaul's Drag Race show and have all these Trixie's something or other spin-off shows? And like, well, what do they get out of it? They don't even look like women. They dress like clowns. Women don't wear makeup like they wear. With like the half of their face is a different color, and their eyes come out like anime eyes. It's weird looking. That's not what women look like. You know, there's people on YouTube like Jeffrey Marsh. He's like supposed to be a trans woman, but he's still got a beard, and he like doesn't even try that hard. I like people that like say they're like. I was watching the Traders New Zealand show. They got this one trans. I don't know if it's, what is he? I think he's supposed to be a woman, a trans woman, but he's just a big fat man. He looks just like a big fat man. The only thing he does to like try to be a woman is he puts a little flower in his ear, one ear, and he talks like effeminate. That's it. He's not trying anything else. Like, his clothes don't even look female. I was like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be a trans woman? You gotta try. Try a little bit. Hyperfeminism? I don't know about that. It's like maybe like hyper-aged feminism. Like you look like an old woman that's wearing makeup. If you like drama. They get in like a lot of drama situations. I wish the Traders shows would stop having celebrities on. I don't like celebrities don't have that much. They already have money, so they're not really fighting that hard for 500,000. Traders New Zealand, it's just like regular folks. I'm pretty sure. I don't think any of them like were famous or been on other shows. And they have like one guy, he's a gamer, right? So you think like who's going to be good at lying and scheming and stuff? So you have like people that are like detectives, or people that were professional gamblers or magicians. Those like make the best traders for this trader TV, because it's pretty much like Werewolf, I think, was the first game, and then Mafia. And then they had that Town of Salem game you can play online. There's like a bunch of different versions of this, and then Among Us is kind of like a spin-off of all of those. But in those, you're just pretty much sitting around in a circle and you're pointing at somebody and saying, kill this guy. And then everybody puts their head up. But like in this, you have to go like earn the money, so people do weird stuff like getting a shield or blowing the competition, or like they're talking around during the day and then you're like trying to figure out who's the traitor. Instead of just having like an instant round, like nobody really did anything suspicious, you didn't have enough time to do anything suspicious. But yeah, the gamer guy, his idea was he comes onto the show with this cane so everybody would like give him sympathy, like not vote for him because he looks like he's crippled. And like nobody's buying it. I'm like, what is up with this fucking cane? This is suspect as fuck. Everybody wants to vote him off. And then his other thing was he can't really, he always smiles, like he has no poker face, he says. He did something else. What was it? It's weird. Oh, he has like a notebook. He's writing everybody's name down. Everybody gets suspicious of that. Like he's like trying to keep track of who does suspicious things, so he writes their name down, and they didn't want to vote him off because of that. I mean, I could, if I had a notebook and I'm sitting here, because if you watch the way they do the show, whenever they have breakfast in the morning, the last person to come in is going to be somebody that was on the block to be killed. So you know that they're going to be a town or whatever, faithful. So you write their name down. And the next day you see who's the last person to come in. Okay, they're faithful. And eventually you're going to like eliminate a group of people. You know, these are all faithfuls, and we all get the voting block together. We just like pick somebody that's been acting suspicious. We just vote them off. You'll win pretty quick. Does any of you guys, do y'all follow the atheist stuff, like on YouTube? Like, do you know who Matt Dillahunty is? I think my internet's slow since I had to reboot my router the other day because the password wouldn't go in for the Rodecaster. Like, what the fuck? Am I just like not connected right now? What's going on? Nothing's working. Yeah, I don't think I'm connected to the internet. I guess you guys can't hear me. Can anybody here still hear me? Can you see me? Am I still streaming? Because my internet is not working. Oh, because I got maybe. This off. Now my mouse isn't working. Yeah, my shit's falling apart right now. So I gotta talk to you guys later. About to crash probably. Close window. Is that gonna close? close Photoshop and close a bunch of shit off. Maybe I won't get enough RAM freed up. Something going wrong. Do Control Alt Delete. Put the fairy guide. Do it. Not responding. Not responding. Sure. Close Google Chrome using like over a gig of RAM. I don't have a million icons anymore. That's my OPC. Now Google Chrome won't start back up. What in the hell is happening? See somebody in the chat using a secret name. Nobody knows who it is. Which reminds me, I've still got to drink my rum chata that I bought like last, was it like October or something? I had that thing for like 9 months, 10 months, sitting on a shelf. Yeah, I need to watch that new podcast with Terrence Howard and Eric Weinstein. I bet that's good debate. Okay, finally shut that down. Now will Google start up? Yes.
Simply say.
Okay. Try. No. So this Art and Hart on the right is they're dating each other. Art and Hart looks like a woman, but that's a dude.
That there needs to be some sort of something.
He used to be married to
It's not in any way
this woman that would always wear like a bow on her head.
Say that, well, my case would be, a forgotten example.
So let me see if I can find that. Beth Presswood was her name. Beth Presswood? Oh, that was her name? Well, maybe not always wore a bow on her head, but a lot of the times. Shit like that. So, that's pretty aggro right there. Couldn't be a dude in that picture. Make of that what you will. I don't really know what to think about it. Is that like someone just being super trans inclusionary that they start dating one? Did he just go from being a straight guy to bi? I don't know. What would you even call that? If it's a trans woman, would you still be straight? If they don't have a vagina. If you're trying to be a trans woman, you got your wiener like tucked in. That's like pressing wood, like Beth pressed wood. I didn't think about that. Pressing your wood between your legs. I don't understand all the gynophiles. If they're walking around like at pride events and they got a boner all the time, surely somebody's going to notice that. I got to clean up this shelf over here. I've got like the old motherboards from like when I started streaming in 2004 and 6. I've got old CD-ROM drives. I got an old 19-inch monitor, VGA output. Like, what are we doing? Why do I still have that stuff? Stuff's not gonna. It's not gonna be worth anything, right? I got a bunch of old targets for my air rifle up there. I got the old. You remember the old camera I used to have? Hang on a second. Remember this one? I had like a stick. How's this go in there? Sits in here like that. Like this. This camera. The little ball. And I've got this microphone. I didn't even know I had. What kind of microphone is this? Does this plug in? It's got one of these. Maybe this plugs into my keyboard. Yeah, it'll plug into something. I think. It plugs in like the headphone slots. Really gotta do some cleaning around here. Posters or statues? What do you mean? What kind of statues would I have? I've got a cardboard Donald Trump I gave my mom and dad. Huh. There's a Neil Asher book. I forgot I had that. Talking about to sit on my bookshelf? I really hate those Funko Pops. kind of wish I had come up with that idea. I make so much money. And it didn't really look like anything. Those of you just joining us, I have this rope twister stuff I've been working on to give you an idea. Sound effects, and we got
Make it sound really high pitched.
or like you have a megaphone. Anybody just tuning in? You can do. I can pop things up and down. But it's not looking good to see right. I was just coming in through the monitor headphones, so. Gotta remember to turn the effect of the microphone off when I do that. Ba-dum-boom-tsh. Where's that thing there? Little symbol. I think it's how much memory card you have remaining, but I don't have a memory card in there. Or was it like I just used up some? What's this bag for? Just a random bag. Oh, you guys want to learn how to do Rubik's Cubes? Hang on a second. Could fly the drone in the house. I've got it charged up right now. So I was going to look at people shooting fireworks. I was going to make a video about this the other day, but yeah, look at the video quality of this. Like, can you tell which is yellow and which is green? Like this, it's hard to see. White and orange. Like, if I'm looking at the camera, I can't really tell what color this thing is. Even in here, it's kind of dark. Hold it over here, I can kind of see, but like, I can't really show you guys how to do so. I need to get a camera that's like on a hat or something. I'm looking down at my hands. That will make sense. Mixing this thing up. Mix it up really good. I figured out how to do this one, and I was going to make a tutorial about it. Seems hard, but it's really not that hard once you get good at it. Does anybody know how to do the 3x3, this one? I think I made a video about it before. I hold it way out here. Does it look better up here? No, see, it's all over. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Contrast down. Okay, no, that's no good. Saturation. Sharpness. White balance. Okay, man, that makes everything look blue. That's no good. Game doesn't seem to do anything. None of this is changing how the colors look. hue. I've got a hue thing, but it's all grayed out. Color enable. This is default? Everything looks blue. This camera, I don't like it. This looks normal. Exposure. Let me see if the exposure's too high. Okay, maybe this is what it is. Okay, now we're talking. The exposure was too high. Now you can see. Holy shit. I fixed it, boys. We fixed it. My camera's been horrible this whole time. It has nothing to do with the video processing. It's all about the exposure. Alright, now. So to do a 3x3 is pretty... It's actually more complicated than this one, I think. There's this move you need to learn. I'll show you here in a second. The first thing we want to do is make a daisy. You got a yellow in the middle, white, 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 like a daisy flower, right? And let me turn this thing on. What you got to know about the cube is that the centerpiece doesn't move. If you turn this, you turn this, you turn the bottom, the sides. The faces are all the faces. The centerpiece determines what face you got to have. So a lot of people, they'll try to get all one side white. But if you do that, where is the white side? Let's say you got this all side like this. But see, this is like orange and this is yellow, so this is wrong. So it'd have to be on this side. But then you got the blue and the yellow mixed up, so that you can't just put any white anywhere in the white sides. It has to be in the exact spot. Like when you solve it, every piece is going to be where it belongs. It can't just be any white piece on any white side. So you can't think like that. That's where it tricks people. So what you got to do is, this is the easy method. Blah. This is kind of like, I mean, we've got way too many whites, but like pretend like we just have the 4 whites here, right? That's all we care about right now. Yeah, the LLRUD stuff is kind of complicated because it's like there's primes and there's regulars. Prime means do it counterclockwise, I think, right? So what you do, you get the daisy, you match the colors, so you get the orange, and then you just flip it to the other side. You go to this side. This is blue, so it's right. This is a green and a red, so you got to turn it so the green matches, and then you flip it, and then you got the red matches with the red, and then you flip it. So now we've got all the white cross done. See the oranges and the greens and the blue, reds and the blues in the center, they all match. So then this is the trick. This move here, if I'm looking at it like this, right? I need an orange, and a blue, and a white. That was right here. So I'm going to move it up to the top and then move this back down. I moved it, I kicked it out to the left. So I turned over here. This move is called R, U, R prime, U prime. Up. I think of it as up, left, down, right. Up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right. Keep doing this. They call it the sexy move because it looks sexy when you do it. Looks like you're doing a bunch of stuff, but you're not. This blue, orange, white is right here. Every time I do this, now it's here. I do it again. Now it's back down here, but now it's pointing down. So every time you do it, it's either going to be here or it's going to be here, and it's going to be pointing up or down or left or right. So every time you do it, it just keeps changing. Now it's pointing this way. Now it's pointing this way on the top. Now it's pointing down again. So you just keep doing that to get the thing where you want it. And then there's also a left-handed version where you just do a left hand, you go up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left. And you can kind of look at it and see which way the white is to see which way you want to go. Like this one's orange, green, white, right? So you put it here, this is on the right side, so I use my right hand one time, and that's pointing down. This one's red-blue, so you put it between the blue and the red. It's on the right side, so I'll do one right hand move, and it's good. This one's pointing up, red-green, so I'll have to do it like a couple of times, 3 times. Now it's pointing down, so now I got the whole bottom done. See, everything's like matching. To show you guys this, it hurts my arm because I'm holding my arm up like I should be like resting like this, right? So look this way. So if you want to put the side pieces in, like this one needs to be, this one here is blue and red. See, this needs to be blue and red. So we take the blue, red edge piece, they call these edge pieces, and you match the colors. Then you turn it away, and I turn it to the left. So I'm going to start with a right hand move. I'm going to turn the cube, so I'm still holding this corner. I'm going to do a left hand move, and it popped it in there. See? So this one's orange green, so I match it with the orange and the green. I'm going to turn it away. If it was orange green, if the orange was on the bottom, I would put it over here, and I would turn it to the right, and then I'll start with my left hand. So whatever way you turn it, I'm turning it to the left, so I'm going to start with my right hand, and I'll do a left hand. Wait, what? There it is, pops it in. Must have done it wrong first time. Okay, see this one, orange, blue. I'm going to match the blue up on this side, so I'm going to turn it away to the left. So I'm going to start with my left. That's what it was. If you turn it to the right, you start with your left. If you turn it to your left, you start with your right. And pop that one in. So now I've got to do red, green, turn it away, left hand, right hand. So that's the whole second layer done. Ah, my shoulder. I went to the gym yesterday. Okay, so now you look at the top, the yellows. There's a couple ways this could be. If it's like you got a right angle like this, you want to put it like this, and you want to turn the whole top, like the two front rows. You want to turn the whole thing. And if it's if you got a bar like 3 in a row, you just want to turn the front one. So we got the L shape thing. Don't worry about this one. This one don't matter. If you got an L shaped 90-degree angle, you turn the whole thing 90 degrees. And then you do a sexy move. You do the whole thing. You rotate it back. Now we got cross. That's what you're going to get on the top is the yellow cross. So once you got the yellow cross, you look at the corners and see which corners are correct. See, this one is orange blue, so that one's correct. This one's red blue, so that's wrong. Orange green is wrong. And if I turn it like red green, now this one is right, and this one is right. So now I've just got 2 that are wrong. Sometimes you'll just have one right and you can't make it any better. This is probably the best I'm going to get. So these 2 are wrong. So I'm going to do 3 right hands, 3 left hands. I'm going to swap them. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. Now turn it. 1, 2, 3. Now turn it back the way it was. We got orange, blue, orange, green, red, green, blue, red. So these are all right. So now what you want to do is get all the yellows facing up. So you flip the whole thing upside down. And we're going to be turning this bottom piece like this. So we want to put it where, I think we're going to start with this piece, because then we're going to turn it to this piece is going to be next. You can't really see that. You want to put it where you're starting with the one that's when you rotate it's going to rotate the other ones into it. That's hard to explain. Alright, so I think we'll start with this one. What you do is you look at the bottom, you do the sexy move until the yellow is pointing down. So that was pointing down now. So now we rotate this with our bottom finger. And you can do the sexy move till this one's pointing down. And you gotta do the full sexy move. Don't just do it till it's pointing down. You gotta complete the top portion too. And you do this, it'll really fuck it up if you don't do the whole move. Now you got the whole bottom yellow. See, it's pointing down. Now you can put it back to normal and you can look at it. So now we got these green bars. We can turn this, we got the whole side green. So this is the right way you do it. So now we hold the side facing us that's correct. We'll start with our left hand. We'll do a left hand move, then we do a right hand move. That don't look right. I think that I'm not supposed to look like that. I may have fucked up. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left hand moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I fucked up somehow. What did I do wrong? It's supposed to be like that. I got the cross. Hang on. Get it back to condition 1. This don't look right at all. One of these corner pieces. Oh, I didn't do the corner pieces. Shit. Hang on a second. Fuck. It's hard to teach these things. It's all about flow states. Mm-hmm. I fucked the whole thing up that time. I don't know what I'm doing. How in the fuck did I mess it up so bad? The whites are all jumbled. Anyway, you do the 1, the 1, 5, 5, and then it should work. If it doesn't, you just do 1, 1, 5, 5 again, and then it'll fix it, and you'll be done. I must have done something wrong. Anyway, this one is more fun. I'm gonna mix this one all up. I've been doing this at work in my free time. Gives me something to do. It's just chill. It looks really, really complicated. It's 7 layers. I think it's like a 7-layer dip. Pretty much do the same shit as you do with the 3x3. There's a few things that are a little different. Step 4 is the second hardest, but it's gonna be the most fun once you get good at it. Alright, this looks pretty mixed up, jumbled mess, right? So you want to start out with a white star instead of a white cross. So to get a white star, you look for these white edge pieces. See, that's actually cream, that's not white. So we got a white red here. So we're going to turn it and we'll match up the red. So we got the red and a red. You just rotate it in so that it's on the star, right? Easy mode. And then you gotta make sure you don't fuck that one up, but you put the other pieces, like you got a yellow and a white, you match the yellows, rotate it up. It's in the star now. You got a white, green. You gotta like think of this as the bottom, right? The white is the bottom piece. So this top layer, you can put anything in this top layer because we're gonna be doing this last. So anything you put here is kind of like your workspace. So we got a blue one there. Rotate that into the white. Sometimes you gotta like move them around to get it to where it needs to be going. So you got the white, green. You move that one into the star, and then we gotta find a white, purple. It's right there. Move that in the star. So we got the white star completed, right? All the blues and the reds, purples, yellows, they all match. So now you just look at the corner pieces, right? So we got like, this one's purple, green, white. So we're going to kick it out to the right. This purple's over here on the right. You move it around here. So now purple, green, and white. Purple, green, white. So we do the sexy move we did from before. Oh, I got dirt on my cube. So So you do this up, across, down, back, up, across, down, back, up, across, down, back, until it matches the white. This one, red, blue, white, rotate it over here, do the same thing. Like that's actually, is it cream or white? Yeah, I think it's white. So now that one matches. Red, blue, white. That one matches. Purple, yellow, and then we got red, green, white. Leave that one there. This one I can see this is on the left, so I just got to do one left hand move. Puts it right in there. So now we got the whole bottom is white. Greens all match the center. Reds all match the center. Blues all match the center. Everything matches. That's layer 1. So now you got to worry about these little edge pieces that are in between. This is row 2. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 5 of them, or 6 of them, or something like that. So you got to find them. So we got a red green, we got a green purple. Looking around, we got a red blue. I think that's one of them. So we take this one down here. So we got our red and our blue. We put the blue, because this is the only one. If I put the red over here like this, the blue doesn't match the red. So we put the blue so it matches. Just like in the cube, on layer 2, when I was putting those edge pieces in here, you move it away to the left, and then you do a right hand move, and then you do a left hand move, and it puts it right in there. Just like in the 3x3. It doesn't, it's not any more complicated. So then we got a green purple right here. I know that's one of them. So I'm gonna move it over here. Actually, you gotta move it over here like this, because you want to be in between green and purple. Alright, and the purple matches, so we put it on the purple side. We're gonna move it away to the right. So then we do a left hand move, because we started with the right. Do a right hand move, and then we'll put it back. And there it is. It pops it right in there. So now we got to do green, red. So we put the red, turn it, right hand move, left hand move. Green, red. Blue and yellow was actually already in the place it's supposed to be, but it's backwards. So we're just going to do a right hand move, left hand move, because that'll keep our white where it's supposed to be. And then we'll turn it over here to where it was. It was on the wrong side. Now he's on the right side. Or the correct side, I should say. It's going to confuse you. My friend's always, when he's driving cars, he's like, I turn left up here, right? I'm like, right. And I say, right? No, left is correct. Because if I say right, it's going to confuse him. Purple, yellow, is that what we're on? So we got a purple, yellow over here. And we got the yellow matches. Turn it away. Start with the left. End with the right. So that's second row done. The whole second row is all done. Now we're going to do these corner pieces. The cornices, if you will. So, I think red, blue, pink is one, right? So we put the red, blue, pink. It's not in the correct place. So we're going to rotate to the side. Because if I do it like this, it's going to put it like between here and here. Alright, so we want to put it like this so it's between here and here. Because this one doesn't matter if it's wrong. So you're going to do that until it's in the right place. Sexy move. So that's in the right place. And you want to go down to the next one. We got red, green, tan. I'm going to do this sexy move here just to get it there. I'm going to sexy move here to get it down here. And I'll just keep doing that until it's in the right place. So that one's right. I kind of think of this as like the bull horns. You make it like the bull horns. Then you go down to the green, purple, blue. It's going to be here. See, I'm going to get this one to the workspace layer, so I'm going to pick it up, pick it left, and I'm going to remember to turn this one back, because I don't want to undo any of this work I've already done on the reds. So now we've got the green, purple, blue. Spin it down here where it goes. Do this till it's right, and then you got the greens. The reds are still good, greens are good. And we got to do the other half of the purples, which is purple, orange, and yellow. kick it out, turn it back, lowering it down, correct it. The purple side's done. Yellow side, we need yellow, green, blue. Rotate it in, and it was already correct. So now the third layer is done. All of the corners are done. Alright, now this is the hard layer, the fourth layer. These little edge pieces that are in between. This one's already right, orange, purple. So we don't have to worry about that. We've got to get an orange, yellow. It's right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is kick it into the workspace, layer 7. Turn this back so we don't mess it up. So I match it up with the orange. The orange matches, right? And it's going to go here. Now if I turn it in here, it fucks this one up. So what I want to do is turn this away so it doesn't fuck it up. But now if I turn it in here, it fucked that one up. So what you got to do is, instead of turning this one, you turn this layer and this layer, so that all this is trash. It's like stuff you haven't solved yet. Then you rotate it in. Then you turn it back in the same order you did it in. So now this is still good, and then we got this done. Does that make sense? You got to move stuff out of the way to make room for it, and then you put it back, which is kind of cool. So now we got this yellow green one, right? This one's soft in the right place, but it's the next layer, so don't worry about that getting mixed up right now. So if I do it like this, if I put it like here, it's going to match the green, but I messed this blue one up. So I could turn the blue away and then turn it in here, and then turn these two like I did before, rotate it in, and then rotate it back. See, if I rotate it back, it's going to move it, so I can't do that. You're like, oh no, what does that mean, T2? That means you got to figure out a way to rotate it where you're just moving these ones. So I rotate these two, rotate it in, rotate these two back, and that put it in there. See, it all matches now. This color still is not very, okay, it's kind of good. Green and blue match the greens, rotate 2, outside first, rotate it back, and it's in there. Purple and blue, we're gonna kick, okay, this one, we're gonna have to rotate 2, kick it up to the workspace, rotate them back. Pink and blue, was it? Oh, it's up here now. What did I do? This one's wrong. Where's my blue, red, pink? We got moved. Yeah, it should be like that. Okay. Now my red, green clicked up. Sometimes this happens, you gotta like redo stuff. I don't know. Pink and blue. Rotate away. Get it to the workspace. Rotate back. I must have forgot to rotate something back. Okay, so the pink matches, and then we're going to I think we just rotate these two, just like we did before. Rotate it in, rotate these two back. Let's get that one solved. My hand's starting to fall asleep. So now we're going to do, I think we're going to do this side, and I'll rotate it in over here. Rotate that one in, and we do tan and red, which is already here. I can't do it that way because it's gonna, I'll have to rotate this one and rotate it out. So we're gonna rotate this one up here, and then rotate this one back. We gotta rotate these two, bring it in. Right. Now we're going to do tan and green. Same thing gotta do blue and green. There's like so much to this. And this one, I'm going to do I'm going to move these two out of the way. I'm going to rotate it. Hang on a second. What's the best way to do this? Bring it over here, put it in here, rotate these two, put it in here, put these two back, put this one back. Yeah, I'm getting kind of fast for you guys, but same thing here. I'm going to go here, 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 here. Turn it back, turn it back, turn it back. That's got the whole fourth layer done. What? Mental health sucks? What? What is going on? Are you losing your mind? I've missed a lot of chat doing this. I feel like something intense is going on. Let me finish solving this cube. Takes about 20 minutes. So I got the orange, blue, purple. It's gonna go here. So it's gonna move it like this. Sexy move it. Orange, green, yellow. It's over here, so I'm gonna kick it out. Just sexy move it back in. Just all about sexy moves, guys. It's all about sexy moves. That's all it is, really. Just ignore anything with gray on it because none of these pieces are gray. This is a left-hand move in. This one's pink, green, blue. Needs to be over here, so I'm gonna do like this. And this one needs to go over here, so they got all the next layer done. Easy, easy, easy. Now we got to do these edge pieces, which is just the same shit as before. Orange, you get the green, matches the green. Turn it to the right. Left-hand move. Right-hand move. There it is. You go here to the green and pink. Turn it to the left. Start with the right hand. And with the left hand. You got the pink and the white, which is going to be with the right hand move. Left hand move. Rotate it over here where it needs to go. Turn it to the right. Left hand move. Right hand move. There it's in there. And you got the blue and the white. Turn away. Left hand. Right hand. And that whole layer there is done. Okay. Shane Jensen has lost his mind. We're gonna figure that out in a second. But when you get to the top layer, this is the hardest part. The top layer. You look for these arrows like this. The gray triangles kind of makes an arrow pointing this way. That's what you want. If you have that, you turn this to the right. Sexy move one time. Turn it back. Now you've got a gray star. If you only have one of these, you would just turn it with the one to the left, and then you probably have a triangle then, and then you can do the triangle. Just keep doing it. Maybe you got to do like a couple of sexy moves and turn it back, and then it'll make it a star. Anyway, you're going to get a star. Now what you got to do is you got to get these pieces to all match. So if I turn this to where the green is here and the pink is here, these three are wrong. Sometimes you'll have just one of these will match, but you got to kind of fool with it. If you get it to where two match, but they're like separated and one here in the middle doesn't match, then you might have to start with this one, and then you'll get two on this side, and then you start with this one, and then you do it twice. Anyway, what you do is, I think, if you do it like this, the two on the left never change. So if you go up, left, down, left, up, right, right, down, that'll rotate these three. Up, left, down, left, up, right, right, down. So now we got them all matching. You gotta do it twice when there's two in a row like that. Ah, my shoulder. God damn it. Anyway, that can be the hardest part because of it's not a sexy move. It's different. It's up, left, down, left, up, right, right, down. So it's like it's the only thing different than the sexy move. really. Except now we're getting into the complicated. I had to use a different YouTube tutorial from the regular ones to do this part. You've got a gray pointing up. You want to have all grays pointing up, so you get to. Usually, I don't have them separated like this. I guess this will work this way. You start here. You're going to move this plane and this plane down, down, up, up. Alternate down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. And then we're going to rotate this one where we want to correct. See? So look at it like this. This is the spot we're focused on. We're going to go down, down, up, up, down, down. See how it matched right there? Up, up. And then we rotate it. So now we're working on this one. Down, down, up, up. Down, down. Matched. Up, up. Rotate it. Down, down, up, up. Down, down. Matched. Up, up. And if you do it right, if you do the whole move every time, the bottom will all still be soft, but now the top is all gray. Then you got to rotate these ones till they all match again because they moved them out of order. So now the only thing you got to do is fix your corners. This one's right, this one's wrong, 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 wrong. So we got 4 corners we got to fix. So I'm going to start with this one. Now this was a whole different thing. This is the worst part because this will fuck you up. It'll mess with your mind if you don't do it right. So you're going to move this one down over here to this corner, and we're going to hide it right here. This is what the guy said in the video. He said you're going to hide it right here. And you're going to take this piece, you're going to move it back up to the top. So now this one is not gray anymore. So this one is white and pink. So we got to go like this so that the white and the pink is the corner you're working on. And we got to bring this one out so we can move this one back in. So now this one matches. And we bring it back to the top. Now see, this is all solved now. So now we've got a green and a pink down here hidden, technically. So we go to the green and the pink. We've got to bring this one down, put it up here like this. But see, now the problem is we don't have a gray one down here anymore. We got a green, red, pink. So this fucks you up. So I'm going to think, I need a gray one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one down. I'm going to bring this one back. I'm looking at the white, so I know this is kind of how I cheat. I know this is got to go like this. So now, oh shit. Blue and white. It has to go right here. Yeah, right here. So I'll bring this one in. No, wait, gotta go like this. Nope. This. Nope. Shit. I may have fucked up. Let me think about this a second. I hate it when it does that. Yeah, it's supposed to be like this. Blue, white, you bring it here like this. So that this one is soft, you move it back in. Now we got an orange, blue. Bring this one out and put this one in. And then we have solved the cube. I mean, it's kind of complicated. The last part will really fuck your mind up if you don't do it right, but that's how you solve it. How long was that? Was it 20 minutes? Now let's go back through this chat. Let's see what the big deal is. Oh, double starships called to change us in the butt. Kind of a butt. Man, the fact that you remembered his name and that he called you that's kind of messed up that you care that much. Yeah, when he said Monday Night Ritual, that's kind of funny. Da, 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 da. Yeah. If you think about back when me and Shane Jensen were on YouTube, we weren't even like YouTube famous. Like there were like way more people that were more famous than us, and like nobody even knows their names anymore. Like Pay to the Order of Two or something like that. Like Zen Archer. Like nobody remembers them people. Everything's all commercialized now. We thought we were famous, but we weren't. I even got on TV and I'm not famous. Why is this blue bar that keeps popping up? I'm gonna move my mouse around. I don't understand what troubles you had, other than the anxiety. Like, you didn't get in any trouble on YouTube, right? I have my whole account banned. Is this... Oh my god. Have I had the camera like this the whole time? Oh wait. Okay, this is the part that's like... My camera is not the full camera. I could rotate this like this, put the camera like this. Yeah, you see way more. My other OBS has a different screen resolution or something. I keep having to turn the camera so that it's like level because the bookshelves in the back are... I gotta use these things as like shims. I got too many shims. Take some out. There we go. That looks pretty good. What we got over here? Lucas.
Oh, hi. What's going on?
Oh, hello.
Gonna play the Elden Ring DLC or what?
Eventually. What's the name of that kid that, like, he goes around pissing people off and he has a bodyguard on YouTube? You know what I'm talking about?
There was a few of them. Like there was a few of them that ended up getting like monetized or shit recently. Yeah, there's quite a few of them. Jake Paul and Logan Paul and yeah, there's a bajillion of them now. Yeah, there was one of the streamers that ended up getting kicked out of Japan. Weirdo.
Shane Jensen was talking about Logan Paul. Wait, not this one. Wait, what? This guy. What is his name? He's such an annoying little piece of shit. As soon as this guy gets in between him, his bodyguard steps up. What the fuck?
Well, he's just doing it on purpose to cause problems.
I hope somebody just knocks his ass on stream sometime.
There's like a lot of the streamers that they're doing it and like they're walking around and people don't want to get in trouble for like face or whatever. Actually, it was a streamer who like thought he was a gangster and he like was like TikTok's the new stupid shit. He ended up pissing off the cartel because he was telling his streamers like, yeah, I'm in the cartel. He was like driving off. He wasn't in the cartel. The cartel went over and like beat the shit out of him. They might have killed him. But he was like one of those idiot streamers who were just...
Is he dead? Cartel again?
Drawing too much attention to himself. Pretending to be a badass.
I gotta get like some kind of a thing for my camera. Or I got a different camera, I don't know. I just got it like sitting on a Powerade cap with some credit cards or something under it.
You're always like,
try to balance it. I guess it's kind of level. I saw a video with Jake Paul. He's the one fighting Mike Tyson, right? He was hitting like an energy drink can, like a speed bag, and it was spinning in the air. I don't know if it was fake or not, but that was pretty sick.
Physics or something going.
about like anxiety from being famous. Imagine if you're like a porn star and your private parts are out there for everybody to see all day long.
And all the weird shit a lot of these porn stars do. The ones that were on Joe Rogan talking about sucking dick right after they took anal, taking the shit out of their teeth or something afterwards. Like, that seems to be a lot worse. I feel like a lot of these people who rise to fame too, they're...
I can't imagine what's like waking up every morning. There's like, you ever have those moments where you realize you're alive and like I was sitting at work, my Kurdish friend was there. He's talking to me about Kurdistan. And I just kind of zoned out. I'm like, holy shit, I'm here right now. Like I can't get away from this.
It is amazing. Yeah, you get one of those moments.
I'm like, I'm at work.
Oh
I can't leave. He's talking to me. He won't stop talking about Kurdistan. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm stuck right here in my brain. Like, I can't. I should say something. Like, no, I'm not gonna say. And then, like, I went to Goodwill the other day and I saw this guy I went to high school with. I haven't seen him in like 24 years. And he was like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, oh, not much. And I just kind of like zoned out. I'm like, how do I explain what's been going on in the last 24 years in like a minute or two? There's too much stuff. So I'm thinking about what I should say, and he's like, all right then, I'll see you. like too much time had passed. Like I didn't say anything. But people say I never talk because I'm in my own head thinking about like what I should say this.
Because a lot of people don't, like including myself, don't have like a filter.
I'm like,
I just say the first thing that comes to mind, and I don't think about.
I forget people can't hear my internal monologue sometimes.
Yeah.
But then I don't have a problem public speaking or making videos. Because it's like pre-prepared, maybe. If you're public speaking, you get like something you're intending to talk about. Like I just don't like small talk because it's pointless and it's a waste of time and it's like we're all bullshit. I don't care.
If you work at a gas station or something, I have to do small talk all day long with like everybody who comes in.
Like working hard or hardly working.
People.
Fuck off.
It's like the same old people every goddamn day that just do the same general thing. Oh, they talked about the weather and some other mundane shit. They get their crosswords and they'll ask me to like pick them the winning ticket or some bullshit. I'm like, yeah, sure. Here's just a random ticket. Sometimes they'll get happy. They'll be like, oh, I won something. You're lucky. And if you don't, they don't win anything.
I feel like the winning ticket is 30 tickets deep. Maybe you should buy 30 tickets.
Yeah, you could say something like that. Yeah.
And Shane says you're not human if you don't get those moments, but there are people that don't have an internal monologue, so that they can't. You tell them to think of an apple, they can't think of an apple. They can't picture it in their mind.
Well, I have problems with like my autism. I can picture some stuff, but some stuff is just like cloudy or can't focus on. I can like if you described an apple to me, maybe like I don't know, man. It's frustrating because there is a lot of really stupid people. Like, have you seen some of the videos where they wander around, ask people about your American country, like to people like, you know what state you are in and whatever, and they have no fucking idea.
Yeah, that's messed up. Like me and my friend were watching an EDM music festival in Miami, Florida. And he's like, oh yeah, he starts like dancing and getting into it. Like, I want to be there right now. We should go there. And I'm like, I'm looking at these people in the audience and they're just like, they're looking at a stage and they're freaking out like, yeah! Like, it's just some people that spent 8 hours putting some metal pieces together to make a stage and they're flashing some lights and they're like, once you see it, it's like, okay, I've seen it now. But you're there for like hours and hours just looking at the same shit. Like, how do they keep the same energy? How are they so like?
Because a lot of people are also high and drunk. You drink, right? But like a lot of other people are always smoking weed, or they're doing their.
I feel like those were a lot of NPCs that like people that sing at concerts, especially because you're going there to see somebody else sing, and you're going and you're singing. Why? You could have done that at home. Why do you want to hear yourself?
There's also like the people who are introverted and extroverted kind of stuff. Where the people who like being around people, like I remember during when COVID first started and they were talking about the lockdowns, there was all these people who were like committing suicide because they couldn't go out and socialize with other people. And
I need to make a list of like things that identify
NPCs. I know one of them for sure is like people that like the TV show 2.5 Men.
Oh jeez. I used to watch that show, but it wasn't. I didn't particularly think it was any good though.
It's like the most boring jokes and it's like canned laughter. You know, it's like
It's
fake
like the same
audience
people
laugh.
who voted for Biden. Like I think maybe you voted for Biden, but like
I haven't voted.
you seen some of the other
George
shit,
Senior.
like the most mundane fucking people who are don't the. Did you watch any of the debates at all recently?
Yeah, I saw how like they're
Like
saying
shit
like
himself on stage and he just mumbling into
the
himself.
Democratic Party is saying like maybe Joe Biden is like starting to have some mental decline. I'm like, I was there 2 years ago. I figured this out. What are you talking about? They're just now coming up with this. Like maybe he's not fit for another 4 years of being president. No shit, he's not fit for another 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
What do you mean 4
you just
years?
he already bought and sold. He bought the media or something, and now they're where it's gotten so bad that they can't hide it from like because here's the when I would watch like some of the mainstream stuff. When I was talking to like the other guy, libtards and like another right, go in there and talk to them, and they'd be like, I hate Trump, blah blah blah. And then be like, what about Biden? Isn't he like mentally declining? And they're like, no, that's just all deep fakes. and
Wait,
stuff.
those guys are saying that?
Yeah, because some of those guys voted.
Oh my god.
They think that all the stuff, the propaganda about him being retarded for the last 2 years or whatever, has been
They're
like,
gamers smart. They shouldn't be that dumb that they fall for. Oh my god.
yeah, but when I bring it up, they get really mad. A lot of these people because they hate Trump, right? They'd like use their hatred for Trump to blind them to like what.
But any other Democrat would beat Trump. Just pick anybody. And any other Republican would beat Biden.
But they're talking about like.
First person to switch is going to win. Whoever's smart enough to switch their candidate. Have I showed you my Rodecaster shit? You just came in, right?
I don't know what.
Let me put my headphones. I don't have the cable to connect to the PC, but I can put the headphones on the mic, and I got like. Are you on the stream or just on Discord?
Look at all the noises.
I'm streaming on YouTube. Oh, you can hear this, right?
Through your mic is like clapping noises.
Yeah, I can change my voice. I can change it with the mic. Let me turn this up.
Test, this is the high pitch.
God,
This is the monster sound. This is the audio of stranger.
Megaphone.
I got censor.
that's very loud.
Can I censor things?
Oh.
I don't know what ducking means. Anyway, I can add my own sound effects later. You can change. You can add like echo and delay and stuff too, I think. I need one of those arms, articulating arms. I got the old one, but I don't think it's as good.
You've been doing mainly, anyways. Doing book reviews and stuff, Alicia.
Yeah, I'm working in the yard a lot. These
Are you gonna
windstorms
do any
keep-
videos of that? With you showing off what you cleaned up? Or I guess you would do it when it's done, right?
I did one where I burned a bunch of pine branches.
I don't know.
And then
saw
I
that
did-
one.
I planted a cypress tree out front, but then these bagworms got it and killed it. All the leaves
Oh.
dried up and they fell off. And then yesterday, day before yesterday, it rained, and now it's back. Leaves started growing again. Like, what the hell? You can do that?
I guess it's like a viral infection, or
It's like in the middle of summer, it went into like winter mode and it came back to spring mode. Now it's like spring again, but it's in the middle of summer.
I guess it depends how bad bagworms are. If they're friendly or
I mean, all the leaves
around
fell
here
off.
we got fruit trees that are.
I thought that meant it was dead. All my hedges, they all dried up and they didn't come back this year. Except one of them has just like a few green leaves on it. Maybe they'll all come back. I don't know. Maybe it's a miracle. you squeeze this, it sounds like a snowball.
Plant.
The new PCs have like USB-C ports in them. Like this.
I assume so. Oh. Don't you have a new PC though?
It's
Wish
like
mine's
4
like
or 5 years old now, I guess.
Yeah.
Guess we need to bring back the old Supernatural Instinct podcast.
Natural instinct? What do you mean?
Podcast we used to do supernatural stuff.
Oh yeah. All of us. Well, is there anything weird that's been going on, like the news or any of that kind of stuff?
Oh, lots of stuff.
Like Showstopper was talking about, he thinks the end times is coming again because like food prices got so insane, and I don't know if you noticed it.
Thing in Israel. They're going to sacrifice
ever-
the red cow, you know, and bring about the end time.
Yeah, I remember I was reading your comments, and the people in your comments were like, because it's real, and what the about it. I don't know. I've been trying to ignore the apocalypse. I've been trying to like do my bucket list kind of stuff, like go fishing in all these different lakes and like trying to catch different types of fish, go and mine certain minerals, and you know, because like the more I focus on news, it just seems terrible.
Yeah. Plus, if Trump wins, he's probably not going to leave. He's going to like make a new law where he can just be the king of.
Probably
America.
could be like, I'm just gonna be president forever or something. I don't know, then people would probably like riot or something. But there's a lot of Trump supporters that seem like they'd be fine with that. He's old though. Really old.
Plus, he poops
How
his
long-
pants. Wears diapers. Why are you going to talk about that?
All the old people, like there's a bunch of old people 65 plus that live in my building here that like ride scooters around and wear adult diapers. They're not retarded. So, I don't know, but like, a lot of the old women in my apartment
Maybe I'll
like,
get some
hate
adult diapers. I just want
Trump.
to see what it's like to go take a shit in front of a bunch of people and like see what nobody can tell. Dan Harmon did that on his podcast.
You'd probably have a big solid shit. A lot of these old people that have like, diarrhea, right? They're just shitting their pants constantly.
Is that yellow? I gotta get some lights in here.
Your dog still alive?
Yeah.
The last time you talked about him, it was like they're all itchy and chewing on themselves.
Yeah, she got over it, but now she's itchy again. She's got some kind of skin condition. I think she might be
Eczema.
Sharpay. Sharpays have skin problems, but she doesn't look like Sharpay. What was the other stuff? Like that Ninjas and Butterflies podcast, they come up with a lot of crazy stuff they hear from the White Files, or a lot of people think like Nephilim are real, like angels and humans combined at one point in history. And used to
Well,
be
it makes me
giants.
wonder if, like, cause okay, this is what I was wondering, right? So what if religion is all true, but it's not like as true as like the Bible? It's just like myth and shit that's based off like what we do. You know how like the stuff where it was like that other alien race that used us as like miners to mine gold or something, right? Yeah. Joe Rogan had some black guy in his podcast going on about that. That was kind of cool. That would make sense if we were just genetically modified beings to mine gold, and then they abandoned us when they were done with us. You know, they fucked off somewhere else that's a million different light years away, and maybe they send back like all these spaceships and shit we see. It was just them sending like probes, like drones that we have.
I wonder if, like, say there's aliens on another planet, right? Do they have the same shit we have, like with weird, mysterious things that they don't understand how it got built, like the pyramids and like the Nazca lines and the airport that are on top of the mountains, like sheared off? Like, it's so far back in history when it happened. Like, there's no way we could ever figure out who did it. Like, does every planet have problems like this? Like figuring out what the hell happened to their own place?
Yeah, that would be interesting if you talk to the aliens, and you find like, hey, so you guys are like you're our god, basically. They're like, yeah, our ancient scientists made you guys for like a mining operation. But then you look at it and you're like, wait a minute, you're not God, you just genetically like modified us. Like what we do to animals. We're doing that right now with like CRISPR and but those animals aren't like sentient like we are. And so it makes me wonder, we look up to these creatures like they're God, they're all-knowing, and they know everything, and they have the secrets of the universe. They could be almost as lost as we are. They're just highly advanced. And maybe they was the same thing, like, oh yeah, we've been trying to figure out why maybe they've been trying to find God for like thousands of years with no luck. Because it was talking about how, like, they knew that creating humanity was, like, a bad idea. Because it kind of went against their own religion in some way. Like, they weren't supposed to do that. But
what do you think God is? Like, is there, like, the biblical thing where he's just all-powerful, or he's, like, just powerful enough to create this universe? Or just powerful enough to create, like, this Earth solar system or something, and like there's other gods of other solar systems or other gods of other.
Well, because I liked how like the Roman Empire talked, and in Greek and all these, they talked about how there wasn't just one god, there was multiple gods, and there was like each planet or each one of the gods, Mars or whatever, was named after the planet. Or maybe there is a god for like every planet, and then it started making me wonder if maybe planets are actually alive, like God is the planet.
Like say there was an alien, like one alien that came here and it started humanity off, combined us with some chimps or like gorillas.
Chimps and pigs, probably.
Would he be the god of this planet then? Because he kind of started humans off?
Yeah, but what if he was just a scientist for like some place, and now he's dead? He's not actually God. He's just like
but, like,
made
he
us.
Didn't create the planet though, and he's not all powerful.
Yeah, he just
knew some genetics. Like we could be gods.
Like
That's
the planet was already here. It's weird. Our planet's weird, so this is why I've kind of like thought maybe God does exist to some degree. Because now, since I've been reading into how the weather works and how like minerals work, if you remove some of these things, it's like a machine almost. Like if you prevent some of this stuff from working, everything kind of like ceases to work. So the planet needs the spin that generates like the weather, but the planet has to spin it like it can't spin too quickly, or else the weather would be like really crazy chaotic, right? Nothing could grow. So it has to be like everything is almost too perfect on our planet. Like opposite, I'm just scratching the surface and talking about how everything works, but everything is immensely complicated. Yeah, it's just if it was
thing where they say it's too complicated to have happened by chance.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. But the thing is, it makes me wonder if maybe one of the guys was talking about how remember that guy you were listening to and you couldn't make any sense of him? He was on the Joe Rogan podcast the other day. Super black guy. He was like
Terrence Howard.
Yeah. Well, he's talking about how each planet in our solar system used to be in the Goldilocks zone or something. So like Earth be in the Goldilocks zone between like the sun is the perfect area for only, I don't know, a few more million years, and then it'll drift out of the Goldilocks zone and maybe like, you know, our planet freezes over or something like that. And then another planet in our solar system, like Mars or something, will drift back into like the Goldilocks zone, and then maybe life will start over.
You got to think about other suns. Like our sun is really tiny compared to some of the suns we found. So they probably
some
have
of those other suns are
bigger
huge.
Goldilocks zone. The Goldilocks zone is going to be like multiple planets that are probably habitable and probably all have different aliens on them.
So there's this idea too that like some of the other planets that we have in our own solar system used to be closer to the sun or farther away or whatever, and they've just been like pushed out of the perfect zone for habitable life to exist. And that makes me wonder if like that's really weird, because maybe that means every planet, but potentially could have life on it. We just kind of like look at it like, oh, it's dead. There's no water on it, whatever. But if we were to drag Mars into the Goldilocks zone, and then like purposely, I don't know, try to geoform it, or what was it, like make it so that asteroids crashed on its surface that would bring in like iron and new minerals and water and things like that. They do say there's water on Mars. The problem is there's no atmosphere. But why is there no atmosphere?
How they plan on
Like-
getting like all this construction equipment to get the water out of these places? Like they gotta dig and they have to have like giant machines, right? And it's like
Really?
takes a lot of
I mean-
energy to shoot us something that heavy into space.
Depends. Like we just need something to be robots that would bore like a hole. The problem is we need to go to Mars and check what type of rock it is before we can even like do anything. If it's a really soft rock, we don't really like. You still would wear your tools down. And a lot of times for us to send all this equipment to Mars, there's got to be like. I used to joke. The other geology people say, well, if they found oil on Mars, they probably send like the military and like enough people to build a colony or something, right? Like if we started running out of oil on planet Earth, but we still can't figure out like cold fusion or one of those other things, we'd probably go to space to mine oil. And then if there is oil on Mars, that means there used to be life on Mars. So
And if you send like self-replicating robots or something that'll like build fabricators, that'll fabricate more fabricators and blah 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 blah.
well, the thing that's kind of cool too is like the AI right now that we've been using. Like before, there was like they were using the AI with CRISPR and like also using AI to write code because it's like the thing that's problematic right now. Scammers and whoever else can use ChatGPT to like write the malware or scan the entire internet, which would take like the computer like 30 minutes or whatever, and then it comes up with your answers for stuff, right? Works way faster than humans can. So it's just a matter of time before someone uses AI to like just, I don't know, like send a bunch of probes AI off into space, and you tell the computer like your purpose is to like search for life or do something, you know, or whatever, and they just endlessly search. And that's what I wondered if with UFOs, if they're just robots from an advanced civilization, just like fucking. Because what if? Okay, so this is what I was wondering about. So like the prophecy where they flooded the Earth and it destroyed. What if it was like the aliens that were like saw that humans had built a big civilization and they're like, oh god, what have we done? Or like our guinea pigs that were used for mining gold have like broken out of their enclosure, which might have been like the Garden of Eden or something, which
We're already focusing on this
huge.
mining gold thing.
Well, that's what humans seem to be obsessed with. We're like obsessed with mining gold. So that's why they think that it's in our DNA. Like it's some sort of, it's like hardwired into our DNA that we're obsessed with gold. Because it has no use, really. It has no real use. We're too primitive in the past to be able to use it properly for electricity and whatever.
I mean, it's really malleable, ductile, you can use it in electronics, but
Yeah, but in the past we were obsessed with it when they were like tribal people. We didn't have any use for it other than it looked pretty and you could like make artwork out of it. So.
yeah, what happened to that El Dorado city? It's supposed to be all gold, right? All just disappeared.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably got scavenged. I don't know if they ever found. I've heard they found El Dorado, but it was like just stones.
There's that reality show where the guy found a bunch of gold under a mountain in like New Mexico because they thought like a bunch of Aztecs came to North America and they hid all their gold up here somewhere.
Yeah, there was other ones about how like in the Grand Canyon there's supposed to be like ancient Egyptian crap there that someone found at one point, but
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
The Grand Canyon, they keep finding all these like caves, right?
Yeah, these weird caves that had like cities inside of them, and they have like documented Indian kind of caves that are built into. I forget what they're called. They're in the States somewhere, and I've seen it before. But then all of a sudden, everyone just died. Like, where'd they all go? They
It's
get
supposed to be an
killed?
underground city under LA.
I haven't heard of that one, but I know
The
that.
subway system kind of matches it or something.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if there could just be secret societies or the elites, like Alex Jones says, that run the world, and they potentially could be actual Nephilim. Like maybe the Nephilim just look like other humans, but we're like it's like a bloodline thing.
It's supposed to be some kind of thing under the Denver airport. Maybe it's like they're making tunnels to other cities to connect them for when the world's destroyed. Like the elite rich people can like still travel around to other cities and meet other people.
Well, that's what I was wondering here too. Is I don't know how much. Okay, so I watch a lot of these interrogation videos. Recently, one I watched, like they kind of like all of a sudden had a big string of murders all over the states in the last like 6 months, and Asmongold and like XQC were reacting to them, and they were really fucked up. Like some of them were people becoming cannibals just out of the blue. Lots of young people killing like old people and doing like heinous crimes, like the one I just watched. The guy killed a 98-year-old lady that lived down the street, and then like took pictures of her like raping her dead body and stuff, and like doing all this weird shit. And he was only like 14 or something, and it was like they tried him as an adult, and it was just like every other week there's another interrogation video that comes out of some kid doing like, there was that young 14-year-old brony kid who went to his school and like was a mass shooter, killed like a bunch of other kids. All these young kids are coming out with have been diagnosed with like autism, right? But then they end up becoming like school shooters or whatever, and it really made me wonder, like, are we going through like a social collapse right now? Like the Roman Empire went through this weird collapse where everyone turned gay in their culture, and like then the fucking entire civilization collapsed, right? Or are we on the edge of like a collapse, and we're at the event horizon? We're like smart enough to see it coming. There's like nothing we can do about it. There's just too many fucking disturbed, stupid people everywhere.
I got this video saved to watch later. It says parents discover their daughter's a mass killer.
Yeah, there's a few of them that are like that. That they're just like, what the fuck? Like there was one that you should watch that I gotta find it for you maybe. I think it was on that guy's channel, and then this guy, he kind of looked like me, and he talked like me. Like he was autistic, like way more autistic than me. But it was scary because I was like, what the fuck? I could have turned into a monster if I didn't have like the proper guidance from my parents. Because so many of these autistic kids, they have like weird urges or something, and the parents that are raising them nowadays are just like, oh, they're fine, you're special, and they don't help them with any of their fucking problems. And anyway, this autistic guy killed some random homeless man just because he wanted to kill somebody. But then he took the guy's head and his hands home, put it in a plastic bag, and put it in his closet. Then his mother found it later on when she was like smelled something rotting in the house. Called the cops, and immediately like he gets arrested, and he just was so happy to tell the cops like every detail about his crime, like super autistic about it, like where like he went all this prep to try to not get caught, and when he finally gets caught, he can't help but like tell them all about it.
Justin Adams wants to know where the modern day version of Area 51 is. I'm going to show you where I think it is. Let me change this really quick. This one, okay. This is Somerset, Kentucky. My mom and dad live close to here. So there's this place called Meese, which is just east of it, right? The Hellier podcast, they were talking about this, and there was a woman. Her last name was Meese, and she was kidnapped, she says. Or she was in jail. She said she was... There's another woman on Facebook that I was talking to. She said she was kidnapped because of her blood type was like a RH negative, or like O negative, or any kind of like negative blood types will be rarer. All of the presidents and kings and stuff are supposed to have this like negative RH blood type.
Yeah, that's what I heard about something like all the all the political, all of your past presidents have basically descended from like a few different bloodlines.
Anyway, she says she was taken to this place over here to Mount Victory. It was supposed to be like these coal mines and like there's caves and stuff. Maybe that was a different thing. Maybe that was the Hellier podcast. But then there's this place called Buck Creek Bungalows. This is where they stayed in the Hellier podcast. If you go down to here, there's this Buck Creek that runs along right here, right? And there's this mountain right here, kind of like a big hill. I haven't been here, but there's this road called Hale Bridge Road that runs along this mountain. And they say if you go down this road, there's like cameras on the side of the road, and they'll like watch you and they'll look for you and stuff. And there's another road, I think called Strawberry Road up here. People say they see like Bigfoot and like the aliens and stuff walking across the road sometimes. I really want to check this place out, but I'm too scared to go. Anyway, they say Area 51 is like here, I think, like under this mountain. Because if you look at the power lines, there's this power line strip that comes here, it comes across, like they've mowed the trees down, it goes to this house right here. And she said there was an elevator in somebody's house that went down in under the ground. If you follow this little path, there's this little shed right here, shed right here. It looks like a metal looking thing. This is like, can I change the date of this picture? I don't remember how to do it. You can look at these maps of this area at different times. There's also like this, kind of looks like a hole right here, an eye. There's all these little trails here in the woods that may be leading to something, or maybe a different way you can come into this area is like come through this road and like go down one of these trails, take a drone up. It kind of looks like there might be an opening here, maybe, or here, where you could fly a ship in. This whole area here could be Area 51, like underground. I don't know. I don't know if there's any legitimacy to this. The whole Somerset, Kentucky thing was supposed to be like run by a cult. Because they found like people would write on the roof of houses like, we know what you did, or something about like this cult thing. What's that other place in Arizona that's got the radio tower on top of the mountain?
Back comes to get some food.
Is it Arizona?
Oh, there's a bunch of shit in your country that I'm wondering if. There's a lot of Apache and like Indian stories about dark spirits and giants, issues like that.
Where does that place? Starts with an A, I think. Dolce. Archuleta Mesa. That's what it is. Let me find it really quick. Okay, so Dolce, New Mexico. You go up here to the Archuleta Mesa. We got pictures in there? Oh shit. Yeah. No. This is like a hunting tower or something. This mountain right here. Pretty sure this is it. Maybe look on YouTube.
crate of sufficient size. The lieutenant now tried to take stock of the situation.
It's like a cartoon animated thing. They were doing like heat test. What do you call it? Thermal scanning. They saw like this heat coming off the Archuleta Mesa.
There's that, and then there's
Skinwalker Ranch.
all that other
crazy
shit you
too.
do. The
Have you seen the latest Skinwalker Ranch episode?
they're pouring water down there, trying to. That's the only thing I saw.
They had like they shot a rocket up in this one place. They saw this signal. It was like a pulsing signal. Like they thought somebody was tracking them, like different from the 1.6 gigahertz one. They followed the signal where it was. They shot a rocket up, and the rocket's coming down, and it kind of gets hung in midair, like it's hung on something. It's just sitting there, like holy shit. And then like something else happened. What the fuck was that? I don't need to watch the episode again. Hang on, I messaged my mom about it. Let me look up.
I just don't know why they don't just cut down all the trees, bulldoze the shit out of everything until it's just like empty lot. Then they could really test like if there's anything there. You could set off explosives and like shoot the sky.
They had a cow that went blind. Like it started running in circles, like it was getting ready to be mutilated or something.
When stuff runs in circles, it usually means it has like mad cow or something.
They said blindness like that, his eyes turned white, and they said it can be caused by microwave radiation. So when they were, whenever they shot that rocket up into the air, it would turn the signal on or off. Like whenever they shoot the rocket, it would turn it off. They shot a rocket again, and it came back on. So it's like like a button in the sky or something. And when it came on or went off, whatever, the cow started going in circles. It's crazy. There's another episode I haven't seen yet too.
Like the other thing is like you had a 3D scan or something of a ghost artifacts, and it had like the ghost side of it.
Yeah, that video was on Patreon.
Makes me wonder if you just do something similar. If they could scan the sky. Eventually, people are gonna figure out that maybe there is a fucking like hole, a tear in the, like the dimensional walls.
3D scanning Billy the Idol. This is Instagram. Maybe they got it on here. This video or picture? What am I on here? Change this back to this.
We're going to take a haunted object, we're going to 3D scan it, and then we're going to 3D print it. This is a first. This has never been done.
I've never heard of this being done. Well, number one, there aren't a lot of people who just have haunted objects.
Right.
So I don't think it's ever occurred to anybody that this is an option or an avenue to go. So if this is a completely uncharted territory, it's a new horizon. Is it a responsible thing to do? Who knows? Because I have no idea what's going to happen. Here's something interesting. There's a 3D shape in front of it. Look.
See in front of the
See how-
idol?
Oh yeah, I see
There's
Like
that.
an egg looking thing.
There's something physically here, but it can't scan it.
We're trying to scan Billy, and it is proving to be quite difficult. We've tried it with some of the other objects, just random things, kids' toys, and have not had a problem at all. And for some reason, every time we go to scan Billy, it's like he doesn't want to be scanned, or maybe he doesn't understand what's going on, and he's basically just messing with the whole thing.
There's a shape in front of Billy. It's trying to scan something in front of Billy that won't move, which is why I can't get his face.
See, because like, look, see, here's the angle, and
Yeah, you can see the
You can
gray.
see it in front of him.
What is
It's
that?
like how they say demons attach themselves to people. Like it's literally in front of them.
there's something here that's stopping this from being scanned because you can see it. I mean, you can see it, and it's a circular shape. So I mean, it's scanning the outline of that object, whatever that is, but it's not allowing it to see it, and it's gone now. But I'm not scanning.
It's like you can see it from the information that's missing. But what's not there, you can see what is there.
See, it's fine. It's not there then. And everything was fine until I went to his face, and then all of a sudden there was something there. But see, he knows now what's going to happen with him, and he may just not be okay with it. I'm not sure. Can you see that?
He did it again, that moving thing.
But look at where I'm holding this as opposed to, look, I'm
This hand of the statue just moved on its own.
above his eye level, but the camera is shooting from below. Look at, see, it looks like it's above. It looks like, see, the angle's going up,
Yeah.
but I'm above his angle, so it should be going down.
Makes me wonder what demons
It's also
are.
moving right now, and I'm not moving. I'm clicking the software to start the recording process, and it's not doing it. It's just staying in standby mode. It's not even scanning now. And I mean, we've had no...
Why can't he just push it
Nice.
closer
Let's
to
see
the
what Billy
statue?
has to
Just
say
the way,
about
just the way that guy's
why are
smiling
you
and
not
shit.
letting
though,
us
makes
3D
me
scan your
feel like it's
face?
fake. Yeah, he's smiling. He's like, oh, I don't know.
Is there something that you would like us
But I don't
to
understand
give you
why can't you just
before
shove that fucking scanning device until it's like 2 inches away from the thing's face?
Just kind of force it. These guys say if you're doing like an EVP voice session, right, and you're talking to ghosts, they started saying like they started getting alien contact going and looking for ghosts. And like if they go to the Mothman thing, they were always like, this guy injured cold, he was talking about time cycles. He'd be like, what time cycle are you in? Like he was in another alternate reality in a different time, or time traveler or something like that. They said if you start doing ghost sessions, you start asking like what time cycle you're in, it just goes crazy. Like you start getting all kinds of different voices and robotic voices and weird shit. Because they were doing a session like one of these tours that they do, the haunted object tour, and they were doing like a ghost session. He's like, hey, you want to see something cool? He's like, ask him what time cycle you're in. And it started like flipping out.
Well, that makes me wonder if there's actually magic in some degree, right? Because so many people believe objects are cursed, right? So, how do you feel about that? Do you think you curse objects? Because like it's either been in these weird boxes where you open them and there's like a piece of hair or something in them, like it's supposed to seal a demon.
You're talking about those Dybbuk boxes?
Yeah, there's those.
They proved those were like a guy made those up in like 1990 something. He invented them. It's like it's not real. But then there's still YouTubers that are saying, "Oh, we're going to open one at 2 a.m. and the devil's hour or something, like making all this money off of them." But they're fake. You just get a box, an old box, put some bullshit in it, and you like seal it with wax so it looks like it's sealed or something.
Well, I don't know how many of these like creepypasta stories are like, they're probably all fake, but what about other stuff in the past where people believe that there's like, you know, that these objects are cursed? So there's a museum in the United States that's like full of cursed objects like that. all that's supposed to be cursed.
One in Somerset I went to, they had like a dress that they say would like change, it would move from room to room sometimes or something like that.
Yeah. But now everything is like behind glass, it doesn't move from there, right?
I don't think so.
Well,
you seen that video lately where there's a guy filming like a poltergeist in his house and he's got like one of those things that you put the knives in and just pulls a knife out and it flips and it lands on the floor and sticks in the ground? Like, holy shit, that looked totally real.
nowadays with so much stuff, especially AI generated stuff, I don't know what's like fake or what's real nowadays. But kind of one of those things where I kind of like, remember how you, I'd have to see this shit like firsthand for me to be like, oh, yeah, maybe there's something to it.
Look at this one. Spraying water everywhere.
Wait for the Yoda ketchup.
It's got that great value soy sauce like I have. Holy shit.
I mean, that does look kind of weird, but like, could be some string. You could see him moving around in the background of the reflection of the window.
There's one guy, it looked like almost like an earthquake was happening. Like this whole room would just, everything would just fly off the shelves at the same time. Like, how would you fake that?
I don't know, but nowadays it's like, what if it's all fake? Some YouTubers just go through the elaborate bullshit to make shit.
From plates being knocked out.
The thing I've seen is like, do ghosts want to kill us, or they're just here to scare us? Like, but what's the point of scaring us other than just to make fun of us? So we're like, aha, it was funny when we scared those humans. And what if ghosts aren't ghosts? They're like aliens or interdimensional creatures. Just come to our dimension to scare us for some reason. Like Alex Jones talked about how they're like psychic vampires. They need to fight
people that steal your energy.
I mean, just some of my neighbors think my apartment building is like haunted. I do hear like weird banging noises sometimes in my apartment and other random shit, but I just ignore it. It doesn't actually hurt me, it's just annoying.
I was remember when me and my friend Kirsten were talking about the other day. It was so funny. You know how they say you're supposed to get 72 virgins in Islam if you do a jihad? He was talking about like in heaven. He's like, I wonder what the rent's gonna be like, or if there's apartments and you like gotta live next to each other. And I was like, oh yeah, so you got like the guy above you has 72 virgins. They sit there like banging, they're all stomping around making noise. The guy to the left of you, he's got 72 virgins. The guy to the right of you's got 72 virgins. It's like, be loud as fuck living next to anybody.
Well, the thing is, 72 virgins, they're not gonna be virgins for very long, and then they're gonna be a bunch of bitchy, angry, 72 bitchy, angry wives. They're gonna be a bunch of angry, pregnant women. I am hoping to some degree that we find like ancient civilizations maybe underneath Antarctica.
So I will say I'm stupid for drinking. That knife fell out of that little fucking knife container thing.
Oh, there it is. Found it. Watch this.
So I will say I'm stupid for drinking. That knife fell out of that little fucking knife container thingy.
Dunk.
No. No.
Like, so far, some of the stuff that
No. Is this all because, dude, this is getting dangerous, bro. You're gonna cut
say
yourself.
Like, oh, you can hear the ghost.
You need to be
There's the one that
careful.
was like, you can hear,
Fucking
say,
no.
I have body of a
Actually,
pig.
oh, what the fuck just happened?
I mean,
Right
a lot
in
of
front
this
of my
stuff.
fucking face.
I mean,
Fucking shit.
maybe that's
No.
But the issue is like, is a lot of this older ghost dice shit just to be like a child that wants to.
It's a regular old fucking.
Or does it actually hurt you?
Knife
Like,
container
a lot of these
thingy.
people that do these ghost things, like, oh, this ghost stabbed
No,
me.
stop. I just
I
want,
never
I'm not
hear
even
anybody
hungry
talk
anymore.
about how the ghost stabbed the person, or the person actually got killed or mortally injured by the ghosts. Ghosts just like fuck with them all day long. That's why I'm almost like thinking like the ghosts are like paper tigers. Maybe they're just gonna be like annoying and do like shit to scare you, but not really like anything to them.
Oh. I don't know. You ever think about, like, I have this theory that the universe is a donut that's constantly, like, the end of the universe is constantly being destroyed while the beginning of the universe is constantly being created. So the end is coming in, the center of the donut is coming out, and it's being created. Like a new universe is like space-time is being spread apart, and the center coming out this way, and it's condensing coming in this way. So
And
it's
it's
constantly
just so big that our planet, with all our
like maybe we're, I don't know, a quarter of the way or halfway out of the thing, so maybe the Earth is like 16 billion years old, so maybe the whole cycle takes about 32 billion years or something, like for the universe to like fully spread out and then condense back into itself. But do you think about like how did that whole process get started? Was there anything? Was it always here? How could it have always been here, like eternally? It couldn't
probably
have
couldn't have, right?
came into nothingness, right?
Well, but that's the big question. So, like, I've been reading about all this geology, and there's like 5,000 different minerals and a bunch of
You
different
can't just
rocks.
say like there's a
1,000
God outside of time and space that created it, because when would he have created it, and where would he have been before he created it? Because
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
the
time
thing
and no
that's
space.
always like we can't figure out. Like, we can figure out the base shit, like how there's all this stuff that we keep figuring out how it. But then it makes me wonder if
Alright, guys,
science
welcome to the
is
show.
another name for magic, in a way. Like, we are actually doing magic, like with the electricity stuff or whatever. We're fucking tech wizards at this point, but we still don't know what the fuck's going on, kind of thing. Like, we advance our technology, but we still don't know what's going on. Like, we might even get to the point where we could create pyramids very easily by using like sound and electricity technology to like levitate stone blocks and do all this stuff, and then still be pondering like the same thing.
I almost get scared of success sometimes. Like when I almost got made supervisor at my last job, I started clicking in my head, like everything started making sense, and like come up with all these ideas, and like became super prolific and creative, and I'm like, holy shit, this just comes from like, I thought I was going to be financially independent, and I wouldn't have to worry about money for a while, so like, then I could just start doing things to like improve the world and improve my own life and stuff. Like, holy shit, all these ideas just start flooding into me. It's like too powerful. Like, I feel like the same thing would happen if I actually got a girlfriend. I started like having, I don't have to worry about sex anymore. Like, holy shit, it's just like just an everyday thing. You just have sex whenever you want.
A lot of these women,
Oh,
these women are like, give you sex like on your birthday once, and that's it. Just a bitch.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like if I had like everything I wanted, like I have to be constantly striving for something, or I'm just like It's like when you don't have a job, you're sitting around, you're like, I feel like I should be doing something. Or like,
Yeah, that's the kind of reason I got a job, was playing video games for such a long time, and they became like soulless and a waste of time, not making any money.
If I, let's say, for example, if I got super rich all of a sudden, I became like a YouTube, like Logan Paul, and I have like a $6 million mansion and all these friends and cars, and there's nothing to really achieve anymore. Like, then what the fuck do you do? Your mind will just, you lose your mind, I feel like.
I mean, that's probably another reason that everything's driven by like sex to some degree and like hierarchy. Like when I was working at the gas station.
That's why all these like rich people like Trump, they all become pedophiles, because like what else? You don't want to have regular sex like everybody else has. You got to go for something taboo or something like nobody can achieve.
Yeah, the racy or the weird stuff, or like
you got to be like
4chan has
the
a
blood out of somebody like a vampire and trying to live forever. Like what the fuck?
There was that millionaire guy who was spending like $1 million a year. Was it $1 million a month or something like that to get all these blood transfusions from like younger people? And he's like 70, but he looks like he's in his 20s now. Like, is that really turning back the time of like his body?
One day he'll be like the guy at the end of Indiana Jones, where his face melts off and he's like ages all at once, like 100 years, just falls apart.
I wonder.
I don't know. I think maybe super rich elite people, they have already figured it out, and like they know how to like stop. What is it, like in your DNA, the telomeres keep getting shorter and shorter? Like they figure out how to reverse that with nanobots or something, and like they've already done it. They don't want to tell us about it. If everybody could do it, then it wouldn't be special. What about do you see how they talk about celebrities, like they all have to do these humiliation rituals, like black people all have to wear dresses. At some point they make them wear a dress. The Illuminati, like in control of Hollywood. Anybody that gets any
it's like a weird rich people's club, right? It's like all of these different places that led, like before the Me Too movement, Harvey Weinstein and all this stuff. It was like, wasn't it The Simpsons and also Family Guy that was like making jokes years ago about all this shit? Also, the stuff that was weird was like Bill Gates, wasn't it? Was it? No, it was Bill Clinton was like in a dress at that pedophile guy's house. They're all fucking friends. They're all in on it. They're all fine with being pedophiles for the last like 100 years or whatever it is, or hundreds of years.
I saw something about Kevin Hart the other day. Like he said he wasn't going to wear a dress, and then they made him wear a diaper or something.
Oh, because probably called him a baby for not wearing the dress. Made a fuss about it. Yeah, it was like a lot of this weird kind of like frat house kind of.
Well, they did make him wear a dress. Let me play the video.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming.
Quvenzhané Wallis, of course, the first African American, the first female, and first child pope.
And adorable, and everyone loves it.
Well, except for presumed frontrunner Cardinal Turkson, who...
But after he did this SNL thing where he's wearing a dress, he got like 4 or 5 different movie offers and a TV series or something, like all this stuff.
Yeah, because like this kind of Harvey Weinstein would tell those women like, yeah, I'll put you in a bunch of movies, but it has to be like a nude scene. It's like potentially just attractive women who are getting in, but they're not even.
Look at this.
That part. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. It's alright. That part. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no.
Many people have been saying that Kevin Hart was getting very uncomfortable in this interview because this interviewer brought up the topic of Dave Chappelle rejecting to wear a dress, and so he asked Kevin Hart if he's been asked to wear a dress, and he said this.
The industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts, and is that something that, you know, you wouldn't do?
What's music is pretty
definitely have ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to.
I wonder why are we like socially trained or something to think that certain music is creepy or like.
Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him.
Definitely have ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have.
Kevin doesn't have to worry about.
You found a full clip. Anyway. Apparently you got a bunch of movie deals. Oh, this is a new one 4 months ago.
That special, that time, was probably the most difficult time of my career. I was broke. By broke, guys,
Can anybody name, like, a famous Kevin Hart joke?
I don't even like Kevin Hart. I don't know why he gets.
I have no idea, like, what he's done. Like, why is... That's another thing, like, Two and a Half Men. It's like, he's not funny, but a lot of people apparently like him for some reason. It's like an NPC.
Well, because so many people are NPCs.
He just makes funny faces or funny voices, or what does he do? I don't remember any jokes that he's ever made. It's like, I can't remember any. You ask me about, like, what's a famous Louis C.K. joke? It's like the tunnel, like the thing about flying an airplane majestically through the sky.
You get in trouble for jerking off on some women or something.
Yeah, you could say that would be a humiliation ritual, but I think he just got caught. He's into that or something. It's like 3 o'clock. I haven't ate anything yet.
Alright, well, so you go to bed?
No, I'm gonna go eat. I just woke up.
Oh, okay. Well, see you later then, I guess.
Alright.